Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Draw 2. My name's Ramny. Today we are going to draw Mega Blastoise number 009 of the Pokemon. Now I've got this sheet right here. Feel free to download this sheet. I have a link to that in the top right corner as usual to get this Pokedex data drawing sheet. If you don't want to use this sheet, that is completely fine as well. You can use any type of paper that you like. And as you guys can see, I've already divided my paper into 4 quadrants like this. It just makes it easier for me to make sure that my Pokemon is centered in this square. So let's get started and let's draw Mega Blastoise. I'm going to start off by drawing a circle. It's going to be about this big, and it's going to be in the lower third quadrant, so 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be right here. And I'm just going to draw it like this. That's okay for now. Let's make it look more circle-y. I'm not very good, apparently, at drawing circles. Okay, so there's that circle, and then from that circle I'm going to draw a huge oval. It's going to go all the way up here, and then it's going to go all the way here. And then I'd like for it to go about here. And then it goes back up the circle like that. So that's the main body for Blastoise. And as you guys can see, it looks more like an egg shape. And don't worry about it looking even left to right. I'm purposely making it so that the right side is rounder and this one is a little bit narrower. Okay, now from there I'm just going to draw a football shape right here. And I guess we could draw the football shape right here as well. Not quite a football, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to start right here. I'm going to make this like a C shape right here. I'm going to extend this further out like this. And then as you get, okay, from here to here, right about the middle, you want to make that footballish shape, just like that. Okay, now from the face, I'm going to draw a curve like that. That's for the legs, and then the other leg is going to be from here. I'm just going to extend it out like this and just draw it like that for now. So we've got the general shape for Mega Blastoise. Let's go back over here and let's start filling in the facial features. Okay, so I'm going to start off by drawing the mouth, and the mouth goes down like this, and then it goes up, and then across again, and then slightly up. Okay, and make sure that it's at the lower part of your circle. Okay, a little line, and then it goes down. Now I'm going to make this into his jaw. I'm going to find a point right here. So it looks like this. Okay, oops. He's got a rather pointy jaw. I'm going to go back here and draw this line going in like this. Then now let's draw his cheek. Goes out like this and then goes in. And then a curve going out like that. So now we've got the cheekbone right there. Now I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to draw a little line going down like this. And then another one right here. And these are going to be the brow. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it this way, and then I'm going to bring it up like that. And then right here, I'm going to bring it diagonally this way towards the center of the page, or of my square. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start shaping this kind of triangle shape right there. Okay, now here, I move it back to the top of the head, and then I complete that. So it creates these two shapes right here, and they're the brows, I guess you could call it. Okay, back of the head, right there. Okay, now I'm going to go over here. Here's a little wrinkle for the nose, and then the nose. Imagine this line. I'm going to draw it very lightly. I'm going to draw a line going across like that. So I'm going to find a spot right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a little line, and then a line across that's parallel to the mouth. Okay, and then bring it up and make this little comma like that. I'm going to erase that guideline right there. So I end up with that line. Okay, now here, I'm going to draw a diagonal, 2 diagonal lines like that for the eyes, and then a line at the bottom to make them meet. Okay, half circle inside, and then another half circle inside that half circle. Now over here I'm going to draw a little line like this, and then I'm just going to draw this little shape right there for the eye. And then if you're able to, just it's a half circle and another half circle within that brow right there. Okay, so that's a Mega Blastoise's face pretty much done. I'm going to start erasing this circle and all the guidelines inside it. We don't need those anymore. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start shaping the shell around him. So we'll start right here in his jaw, bring it this way, and we'll stop right there. Okay, we'll draw a line right here. We'll bring it down towards the arm like that. So imagine this line sort of goes across and it goes along with this top of his head right there. All right, and now from here, draw a line going out and then back into the egg. Okay, from the egg, I'm going to start above the ear right here. And I'm going to draw a line that goes across to about this point of that egg, very lightly for now. And then from here, I'm just going to draw a little line going down. So it looks like this. Okay, now from here, I'm going to make my way down to about here, where it meets this line, the line across. And then from right about here, a little bit above the center, this would be the center of it, a little bit above that, I want to draw a line going across like this. And then right here, 2 lines, 1, 2, and I want the second line to meet right here. So I want it to go all the way to the top, and this one doesn't go all the way to the top. Okay, now I'm going to erase the top part of this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape it so that it looks like this. Okay, and then this side, I'm going to shape this one as well. So it doesn't connect at this point right here, it connects a little bit inwards. And then I'm going to draw a little curve right behind it, like that. There you go. Now we're going to have a cannon sticking out from the back to this point right here. So let's find that circle. Okay, I'm going to start right here. You see where this point is? That's going to be the bottom of the circle, and the top of the circle is going to be right around here. So what you want to do now is you want to create a circle that's about that height. Okay, now I'm going to draw another circle right here, or half circle, I should say, and it's going to be smaller than that. So here's my half circle. And now what I want to do is I want to connect the bottom of the circle to the half circle, and the top of the circle to the top of this half circle. So you get this cannon shape. All right, now I'm going to draw another circle inside here, but I want to make sure that this side is wide and this is narrow. So you guys can see this, the left side is narrower than the right, but I want to keep the top and the bottom the same. Okay. Just going to erase this part of the cannon right here. Just going to erase that, and I'm going to leave this gap right here. And then one more thing, I'm going to create this crescent moon shape right here, and I'm going to shade this in. I'm going to color that in with black later on. Okay, now I'm going to go back over here, and I want to draw a half circle right here, kind of where it meets this line that goes up and down. So I'm going to make that right there. And then I'm going to draw just one thick line and one thin line going across it. All right, now his shell is going to go in that gap. So we want his shell to curve in to that gap right there. And now the last thing we're going to do for the cannon is I'm going to draw another small circle right here, and then a big circle touching the top edge and the bottom edge. So I have this cannon shape right here. I'm again going to erase the center of this second curve that we did, and I'm going to draw a line across right there, and a little one thick one and a little one right there. And then I'm going to color this in with black, and I'm also going to color this in with black as well. There you go. That is the cannon. Now let's actually do the Pokemon himself. All right. Okay, now let's bring this line going down. Let me just fix this up. There you go. I'm going to bring this all the way till it touches this football for his arm. And I want it to go across. And once you reach the end here, I want you to bring it down about this far and then across again. Okay, so it makes this W zigzag shape right there. And we'll do the same thing at the top. And as you get down, as you guys can notice, it's wide here and it goes narrow, and it starts to get narrower and narrower. Okay, and it goes around to about there. I'm going to continue this, and I want it to go down like that. We'll finish that off. You know what? Let's draw the lines in the shell, and then we'll finish it off later on. So there's one right there, and then there's actually one like this. Excuse me. Now we're going to finish the tail and all that later on. Let's focus on his arms. Let's do this arm first. Okay, so from here, I'm going to draw a little line going across just beneath this point of his shell. Okay, and now I'm going to make a curve that goes all the way down to his leg, like that. And then this one goes all the way to his chin, or near his chin, and then it goes out again. Okay, now this is his actual arm right here. So I'm going to draw that line, and I'm going to draw a little line right there. So that's the arm, and the rest of it is his little cannon that he has in his forearm, in the shell part of his forearm as well. All right, now let's draw his hand first. Okay, so I'll go over here. You notice I kind of went to the right a little bit right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a little curve, or make that kind of curve right there. And from here, curve like that, and then across like this. So you kind of want to make this shape right here. Can you see that it sort of looks like a hexagon right there? Try to get that shape and try to make the left and the right almost identical to each other. They don't quite look the same, but you want to try to make it look even. Now let's draw the outline. Goes around like this, and then it also goes around right here. And then lightly with this one across like that. Okay, now I'm going to draw another one, another line going across, rounded across like this. And then above that, I'm going to draw 2 lines. This one's long and this one's short, and I want them to go from here till you meet the edges. Now from here, I'm going to draw a line going across like this. And then I'll do the same thing inside. There you go. Now we're going to draw a cannon sticking out from here, coming out of it. But before we do that, let's finish off the rest of the hand. Okay, I'm going to draw that curve so that it looks like a football. Now I'm going to draw some curved claws. One right there. This one's going to be more of a diamond shape, like this. And the last one's going to be right here. Okay, I'm going to just draw some curves right here. Make it look like he's got fingers. I'm going to make this a little zigzaggy right there. Okay, so now we've got his hand and we've got his arm, except for that cannon. And I'm going to erase a little bit of this so that we can draw it nicely. I want you to draw a barrel shape. So imagine a barrel, and the top part of the barrel is going to be right there, goes wider, and then gets narrower again. Okay, and then, yeah, so this part is narrow. This one's a little bit wider than this part. And right here, I want you to create a little oval, like that. And then let's draw a little curve right there for the top of that cannon, and then I'm going to shade in that empty space around it. Okay, now I'm going to do the exact same thing I did over here. I'm going to draw a little oval over here, but I'm going to make it narrower at the top than the bottom. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to color that in. Just going to draw a little mark like that, and we're good. We're good with that one. Now let's draw his stomach. It actually goes from here to this part. So that's his actual belly right there. So I'm going to erase this guideline. We don't need that anymore. And he's got a line that goes across his chest, and you see that right here, just like that. Cool. So now let's go back over here, where his mouth and his cheek sort of meet. So right at this point right here, I'm going to draw a curve like that. And I'm going to find this spot right here, right there, and I'm going to draw a line across. Okay, now we go back over here. I'm going to draw a line going like this now. And then from the claw, a line across. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to make this triangle shape, and that's going to be for his foot claws. So there's one. I'm going to draw another one beside it right there. And then the other one won't be seen, it's going to be in the back. Here you go. Let's go over here now and let's work on this hand right here. We've got that football shape. Let's draw the hand first. And I'm going to draw a circle, well, oval, right here. So that's his hand. Now from the top here, I'm going to draw a line going like this, and another one from the top to there. I bring this to the edge, and then I bring this down, and then I bring it towards the face. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to draw a line across like this, and then same thing on this side, line across. There you go. Now let's draw the fingers, claws, paws, whatever you want to call it. And this one's kind of like a comma, like that. Okay, and then this one's going to be, it'll look like a horn. It goes around like that. And then this one's going to look more like a triangle, like this. So he's sort of got a little fist right there with his 3-finger claw thingies. Okay, now at the base of the thumb, I'm going to draw 2 curves going out like that. And there you go. That is the other hand. Now let's draw the cannon, and the cannon again gets wide and then gets narrow. So right there. And this one's just going to be a straight line like that. Okay, so the last thing now, I believe, is this leg and the tail. So I'm going to go back over here, line out, and then line down like that. I'm going to make it a little bit wider. That. This curve, and then another curve going up like this. And then I'm going to draw a faint line across. I'll do the claws later. Once we get here, I'm going to make this line go a little bit past, and then from down here, I'm going to make that curve. So now you guys can see his shell. This part of his shell goes behind his leg right there. Okay, now from here to here, I'm going to draw the tail looking like a shark's fin. I'm going to erase this, we don't need this anymore. Now we're just going to create this fold in his leg, and that acts as the knee. And lastly, his toenails, toe claws, they look more like almond shapes. They look like eye shapes, really. One there. The one in the middle is going to be the biggest one. And then, there you go. I think we've got it. I'd say this is by far one of the toughest Pokemon that I've had to draw to date. But I think that's it, you guys. That is how you draw Mega Blastoise from Pokemon. And that is all the time that we have for this tutorial. I hope your Pokemon drawing turned out great, and if it did, and if you're proud of it, I would love to see it. So go ahead to the Draw2 community on Google+ and post your drawing there. If you guys are curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to record my tutorials, I have links to my equipment down in the description below. Clicking on those links helps content creators like myself so I can continue making these types of videos for you guys for free. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you guys subscribe. Here in this channel, I show you how to draw your favorite characters in easy to follow, simple step-by-step instructions. Don't forget that I have more tutorials coming up in my Pokemon drawing project, so come on over and hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on any of my tutorials. If you did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you guys liked this video, commented down below, or shared this tutorial with your friends in social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget that you guys can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and on my website draw2.com, where you can download the Pokedex drawing page for my Pokemon drawing project and tons of coloring pages that you can download for free. Again, all of these links are down below in the description box. And finally, you guys, and as always, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. I'll see you in my next tutorial.